Hello and welcome to another LeetCode solution video. This is problem number 44, wildcard matching. For this problem, we're given an input string S and a pattern P. Implement wildcard pattern matching with support for question marks and stars, where question mark matches any single character and stars match any sequence of characters, including this empty sequence. The matching should cover the entire input string, not partial. For example 1, we're given a string of AA and a pattern of A. The output for this would be false because the pattern A does not match the string AA. For example 2, our input string is AA and our pattern is star, and this will return true. And this is because star matches any sequence. And for example 3, our input string is CB and our pattern is question mark A and will return false. The question mark matches with C, but B and A do not match. That's why it returns false. Let's go through an example. For this example, we'll be given a string of AAC and a pattern of question mark A star. For this problem, we're going to use dynamic programming's bottom-up strategy, where we'll fill out a table corresponding to the string and pattern, where we will enter true if the character in the string matches the character in the pattern we're looking at. So I've visually laid it out here. The row has our pattern, which is question mark A star, and the column has our string, which is AAC. We have both the string and pattern offset by 1, so that our first cell we can set to true. Now we're going to go through our whole table. So now we're going to go through the table and determine if the two characters corresponding to each cell match or not. Once we've set our first cell equal to true, we're going to set all the other cells equal to false, and then go through updating the ones that need to be true. When we're going through our table, the first row and the first column we can just ignore and leave them as false. So as we're going through the table, we can just ignore our first row and our first column and leave them all as false. And this is because we're pretty much comparing to nothing, since our first cell is just empty characters. Now we're going to go through our table. And when we're going through our table, we're looking for three things. We're looking to see if our pattern is a question mark, if our pattern character is a star, or if the current character we're looking at is equal to the current character in the pattern. Starting off with cell 1-1, our pattern is a question mark, and question mark matches any character, so we're going to want to update this cell. And for the case of question marks or the character in the string and the character in the pattern are equal, we want to set this current cell equal to our last diagonal cell, which in this case is 0-0 and is true. Our next cell is 1-2. Our character is A and our pattern is also A. Since these match, we want to update this cell. And this is the same case as before. We want to update it to be equal to our previous diagonal, which would be 0-1, which is false. So nothing changes with this. It went from false to false. And we'll move on to our next cell, 1-3, which we have an A and a star. And when we have a star character in our pattern, we will update our cell slightly differently. And in this case, our cell will be updated to be equal to the cell to the left or the cell above it. So in this case, false or false is still equal to false. And now we'll move on to our next row. So at 2-1, we have an A and a question mark. So since we have a question mark, we'll want to update this cell. And when we have a question mark, we'll update it to be equal to our previous diagonal, which in this case is false. So nothing's changing, we're still at false. Moving on to the next, we have an A and an A. Since they're equal, we want to update this cell. And we're going to update it to its previous diagonal, which in this case is true. Next cell, we have an A and a star. And with star, we're going to be setting this equal to our left cell or our top cell. So true or false is equal to true. And now for our final row, we have C and question mark. Since we have a question mark, we want to update it. And we'll update it to be equal to our previous diagonal, which is false again, so it's going to stay at false. Next, we have C and A. These are not equal, so we're not going to change anything. And moving on to our final, we have C and star. And since we have a star, we want to update the cell. And this will be equal to our left cell or our top cell, which is false or true, which in this case is true. And then once we've gotten to the end of our table, we just want to return the value in our last cell, which in this case is 3-3 and is true. So we'll just return true here. Let's jump into the code. The first thing we're going to do is get the length of our string and our pattern. Next, we're going to create our table. And our table is going to be represented by a 2D array that we're going to set every value in it equal to false. And the 2D array that's being created will have a dimensions of n+1 by m+1. Next, we'll want to set our first cell equal to true in our table. Next, we'll have to handle slight corner case, which is the case where our pattern starts with a star. And for this case, we're just going to be looping through our pattern, checking to see if we have a star value. If we do have a star value, we just set that cell equal to the cell to the left of it, and it's just pretty much updating that top row to be slightly different. Next, we're going to loop through our string and our patterns. And we're starting from 1 because we know our first column and our first row are all going to be false. And as we're looping through our pattern and our string, we want to check to see if our current pattern is a question mark, is a star, or if our current pattern character is equal to our current string character. If our current pattern character is a star, we want to set our current cell equal to our left cell or the cell above it. And if our current character in our pattern is a question mark, or our current character in our string is equal to our current character in our pattern, we want to set our current cell value equal to the previous diagonal cell. And now that we're done with our looping, we can just return the value in the last cell of our table. And that's it for our code, so let's run this. All test case passed, so let's submit. Our solution was accepted, so that's it for this problem. If you like this video and want to see more content like it, make sure to check out my channel. Thanks for watching.